Welcome TechBrothersIT. In this video, we are going to learn how to read CSV file from Lakehouse and perform a join such as inner join, left join, right join, and other joins in Dataflow Gen2 in Microsoft Fabric. So let's go ahead and take a look. Here is our Lakehouse, and the Lakehouse has this folder called staging. And I have prepared two files. One is called customers, and another is called the orders. So we'll be using these two files. Now let's go to our workspace here, and in the workspace I have created different folders, and one of them is called the data flows. I'm creating all my data flows in this to just keep them in the separate folder. Here is the Dataflow Gen2, and I'm going to call this one a df join. And then we are going to hit create button, and it's going to create our data flow. So here is our data flow, and first of all we need to get the data. We are going to go to get data here, and then go to more, and then view all, and here we can click on Microsoft Fabric. Then we have a Lakehouse right here. Once you select that, it is going to ask you to create the connection, so you can create a new connection. It will ask you for information. Mostly once you log in, it is going to show you the all good, and then you will be going to the next screen. That's going to be next, and it will show you your all those workspaces where you have a permission. So in my case, you are going to see sale workspace, and under that we have a TechBrothers Lakehouse. Let's click right there, and then what we are going to do, we are going to select our folder called staging, and we go to under the files here, and then we go to staging folder, and I'm going to choose these two tables. So one is the orders, and the other one is the customer. So let's hit create now, and then we will be good to go, start working with that. So here you see that we have customer, and here we see that we have orders. So if I click on customers here, this is showing me customer data. One thing, the headers are read as first row. So I'm going to click right here, and then I'm going to say use first row as header. So that's going to fix our headers for our customer. Now you can see that we have customer ID, we have customer name and country. There are 5 records for that customer, so with ID 1 to 5. Now let's go to the orders table here, and then we are gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna click right here and say we use the first row as a header. So that is fixed, and here we have order ID, then we have customer ID, and we have product. If you notice that the customer ID is common between two of them, and the customer we have 1, 2, 6, and 7. So we don't have all the records for the customer what we have in the customer table. Now what we want to do, we want to perform some joining. So in this case, let's say if I want to get all the customers with matching orders, then how I will get that. So I will go to the click right here for the customer here, and then I'm going to go to the combine here on top and say merge queries. And once I click there, it is already selected the customer, and the customer ID is the column that we would like to use for joining. Then on the right side, we have to choose other table, and in that case is order for join CSV. So we are going to select the customer ID here as well. So you can see they both are selected. Now let's do the inner join, and you can see right here inner join only give you the matching records. So we hit OK, and it tells you you are going to get 2 rows from both of the tables. Now we can see that our data is joined, and now we can select the columns from the order by clicking right here. So once you click right there, you can choose the columns. So let's say I want to do order ID and product ID. I can do that, or simply click all those columns and hit OK. It's going to show me all those columns right here. So where we had a customer ID, then it used the customer ID 1 here. So in that case, so now let's say if we are not interested into the only matching records, and we are interested in some, such as let's say we want to get all the customers plus orders if any matching. So we are going to go ahead, and I can simply right click, actually double click here, and it's going to open that window again. Now instead of inner join, I'm going to go with the left join. So you see that in the left join, it is saying you're going to get everything from the left, and then matching from the right, and wherever it is not matching, then it's going to show us the null values in those columns. So again, we will go ahead and select the columns. This time I'm going to use the original columns with the prefix. So what's going to happen, then it's going to use that name of that table. So see right here, we got every customer from our file or table right here, and then we got the matching records, and wherever we don't have matching, it's shown as null values. Now let's go back here, and we can just remove this. Let me remove this part, and then we are gonna go back to our merge again, and here now we are interested in the right outer joiner. So in the right, what we see is going to get everything from the right, and then it's going to get us customers info if available. So if right here, if I will do the same thing and then hit OK here, what's going to happen, we are going to get all the records from our orders table. See right there. So this is everything from orders, and then matching records from the customer, and wherever it is there no matching, then it's going to show null values in those columns. Now that's great. We have learned inner, left, and all that. So let's double click on this icon again, and now we are going to do full outer join. So in this case, what's going to happen is going to get all the records from the left and right table, and also wherever it is not matching is going to just fill those columns with the null values. So here you can see that we have all the records from our order, and then it is shown as the matching, and then wherever it is not matching, then we are seeing the null values. And here are the customers which do not have any order, so those we are seeing the null values here in the order columns. So that's great. We can just remove that. And now if you are interested in customers only with no orders, so that's also possible. So double click on right here, and then you say left empty. So in this case, what's going to happen is going to show us all the customers with no orders. So here you can click right there and use original column as prefix, and now you can see that is shown as all the customer which do not have any orders. This is the same way we can do if we are interested in all the orders with no matching customers. That's possible. In that case, we will select right empty, and we will hit OK, and now it's going to show us all the right here. So let's get those columns. So in this case, it is showing us all the orders which do not have any customer. So this is how you will be using the combine queries, and then you will be using different type of joins according to your needs. Now I'm going to go back here, and let's go back here, and we will double click here. I'm going to go with the inner join, and I would like to get only the matching records, and then finally we are going to go ahead and write those records into the table. So let's select the columns that we need. In this case, I don't need the customer ID because customer ID is also coming from the customer table. I'm going to go for order ID and product. So once we have those and those are the matching records, we would like to write these records into the warehouse. So we have all good output here, and I'm going to go to the add destination here, then go to the warehouse, and here we will be selecting the warehouse. You can make a new connection. In that case, you will just provide the name and all that and log in with your name, and I already have created the connection, so it's gonna just I'm gonna select that, and then we will hit next. Once you select that, it is asking you want to create a new table or existing table. I'm going to go ahead and create a new table, and I'm going to select the warehouse I would like to use. It's called TechBrothers warehouse, and we can leave this as is the name, and we are going to hit next, and it's going to just bring us to the mapping, and we will see you have source here, you have source type, destination, and destination type. So you can make changes if you want, and here is the replace or append. Every time you run the data flow, you want to replace the values in the destination table or append. So I am going to go ahead with the replace, and here is our fixed schema. So we saved settings, and we are all good here, and now we can go ahead and execute our data flow. So save and run, go to the save and run, and now it should be running. So refresh started, and now we can go to the monitor here, and we should be able to see our df join is executing or in progress. Let's wait for some time. It's taken maybe 20 to 30 seconds, and then it should be able to load the data to the warehouse. Let me take you to the warehouse here, and then show you the tables here. So we go to the tables here, and as of now I don't have those table, but whatever, once the data flow is completed, we are gonna get that table right here. Let's go to monitor again. It's still in progress, and you can see the historical runs as well, but it's the first time we are running, so there isn't really historical run, so we are just gonna wait. Our data flow is completed now, and we are all good, and what we can do, we can go to our warehouse right here, and in the warehouse we should see that table. So let's expand that, and we can see that customer for joins CSV is ready here, and we can simply just click and it is going to show us the data, and you see that we have customer ID, customer name, country, order ID, and a product. So this is how you will read the multiple file from a Lakehouse and then join them according to your needs, and then finally write to the warehouse. I thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in next video.